Right, our next guest is a nonpartisan and unbiased body language and communications expert. Now, she spent decades as an expert witness for criminal and civil cases, and she's made an objective analysis for the Ingram angle of the Ford-Kavanaugh testimony. And Dr. Lillian Glass joins us from LA with her findings. Lillian, thank you so much for being here. I find this entire topic fascinating, and I love it.
Great
so
to
I want to
be
take
here,
you through a few moments from Christine Ford's testimony and get your reaction. So the first up were her comments about her therapist's notes. Let's watch.
Okay.
Did you show a full or partial set of those marriage therapy records to the Washington Post?
I don't remember. I remember summarizing for her what they said. So I'm not quite sure if I actually gave her the record.
So it's possible that the reporter did not see these notes.
I don't know if I can't recall whether she saw them directly or if I just told her what they said.
Lillian, what does that tell you?
Well, it's fascinating because, first of all, she uses that little baby girl voice that she uses when she's feeling vulnerable or caught, so to speak, and you're seeing her having her head to the side, which is a very vulnerable body language position, and she doesn't seem to remember what happened actually 2 months ago, but she certainly can remember what happened with Kavanaugh. So it's fascinating to see what happens. She's looking down. So in terms of this situation, it's not ringing true. She's not being forthright here for some reason.
Now, there's another moment where she's talking about her best friend, Leland Kaiser, who she had reported was in the house at the time of the alleged assault, and she was questioned about Ms. Kaiser. Let's watch.
Do you have any particular motives to ascribe to Leland?
Leland has significant health challenges, and I'm happy that she's focusing on herself and getting the health treatment that she needs, and she let me know that she needed her lawyer to take care of this for her.
Wow.
That's talking about throwing her under the bus. Forget the body language.
Exactly.
But what about the way she looks, appears, and her vocal inflection at that moment? This is her
vocal
friend.
inflection. Yes, her vocal inflection is completely different. Like she says, I'm really happy, and she doesn't show happiness for her friend. And she does throw her under the bus, telling about her friend's health problems. And then she talks about the fact that the lawyer wants to get involved, you know, maybe against her for exposing this. I mean, this is quite personal information. And then you see her head down, and she's looking down. She's not confident in terms of what she's saying, and it's very disconcerting.
Now, another moment is when she's discussing the polygraph. That's a pretty big deal. It just happened a couple months earlier, not even a couple months earlier, when she sat down for a polygraph. I want your take on the body language here.
Were you audio and video recorded when you were taking that test?
Okay, so I remember being hooked up to a machine, like being placed onto my body, and being asked a lot of questions and crying a lot. That's my primary memory of that test. I don't know that I wasn't listening to every detail about whether it was audio or video recorded.
That's not even getting into the grandmother's funeral timestamp on that. But what are your thoughts there?
Two things, Laura. First of all, when you start a sentence with so, you're in trouble. And then when you're looking down and you're not communicating straightforward to a very easy answer, there's a problem here.
Well, so again, if you're answering truthfully, would your eyes lock on the questioner? A lot of people look away when they're telling the truth.
You'd look direct.
But a lot of people look away, don't they?
But then, of course, because they're not comfortable. But she's looking down. She's not just looking away. She's specifically looking down. And that speaks volumes. And she's talking about the polygraph. She doesn't remember. And this happened, as you said, recently in her lifetime, not 35 years ago.
All right, I'm checking my body language, so making sure I'm looking straight. Forthright, Lillian. All right, thanks so much. We really appreciate it.